Hello, I'm Dr. Evan Osar with Fitness Education Seminars, and welcome to this edition of Fitness Insider. Today we're going to look at the thoracic spine and give you 3 quick, easy assessments to look at thoracic function. So I'm going to take a look at Janice and take her through our real quick down and dirty assessment. So the first thing we'll do is just kind of take a look at Janice's thorax and how it's positioned over top her pelvis. So again, if you look at Janice, you can see her left shoulder is a little bit higher, right shoulder is a little bit lower, and she's got a little bit of a right thoracic lean. So what you can also do is palpate the thoracic spine as it sits over top of the pelvis. The thorax should sit over top of the pelvis and feed right into the pelvis. So we can just get a little closer, and what I'll do is I can palpate where her rib cage is positioned over top of the pelvis. It should again line straight up with the pelvis. And you can see Janice is side bent to the right just a little tiny bit, and she's also a little rotated to her right. So the left side of her thorax is a little bit forward of her pelvis, and the right side of her thorax is a little bit behind her pelvis. So right there we see she's got a little bit of a right side bend and right rotation. So we already know that there's something dysfunctional going on with her trunk. So the next assessment we'll look at is we'll look at her rotation side to side. So I'll have her cross her arms lightly over her shoulders, and then just rotating just the upper body, have her rotate to the right, and then come back, and then rotate to the left. And we can see that she gets a little bit less left trunk rotation. One more time to the right, and come back, and go to the left, and she gets a little bit left. And if I ask Janice, she'll probably tell me it's a little bit more challenging going to the left, and that kind of fits with what we saw in her standing posture. Now I'll have her put her hands by her side, and then go into a side bend. So have her bend to the right, and she bends very easily and smoothly to the right. Have her come back, and then go left, and she kind of shears over to the left, and it's a little more challenging for her to get to the left. Again, that's what we saw with her standing posture. One more time to the right, and then to the left, and she kind of shears over to the left, a little bit more challenging. The last posture we'll look at is a forward bend, and we'll just see how well she can move through the thorax. So again, Janice, tuck your chin down to your chest, and then roll through your thoracic spine, and then rolling all the way down, keeping her knees straight. She's going to roll through her spine, thoracic spine, then lumbar spine, and then through her pelvis and hips, and then return up, slowly rolling back up, and just see how well she moves through the spine. Does she get segmental motion, or does she get locked up in a segment? And then turn her face to the wall one more time, Janice, and I'll have her look from behind, and also check out to see if we see any rotation or side bending as she goes through her forward bend. So she tucks her chin, rolls through her thoracic spine. You can see that sort of side bend to the right come in. She straightens out a little bit, and she rolls through her trunk and pelvis all the way down. And then we see she gets a little bit more rotation through her right pelvis than she does through the left side of her pelvis. And then she'll come back up. And again, we see that little curvature through her spine as she returns to neutral. So those are 3 quick and easy assessments for the thoracic spine function and motion. And in the next edition of Fitness Insider, we'll look at how do we correct some of these dysfunctions that we see in our clients to improve function and especially rotation function of the thoracic spine. Thank you. Have a great day.